Have you ever thought about the question, how do you know that God loves you? How do you know that God loves you? If you were to look at the circumstances of your life right now, how would you know that God loves you? How in the world could you have cancer and know that God loves you? How in the world could she be leaving you and you know that God still loves you? How could your house be completely destroyed, yet you know that God still loves you? If the circumstances are not going the way that you think they should be going, and if God is in charge of the whole wide world, then how can you know that God still loves you? Paul says that God has demonstrated, God has shown us his love in this, even when we were still in our sin, enemies of God. That means before you ever did anything good for God, before you read a Bible verse, before you sang a song, before you attended church 2 weekends in a row, God has demonstrated his love for us, and that while we were still sinners, Christ died for you. And Christ died for me. And Christ died for us. If you want to know the proof of God's love for you, do not look at your circumstances because they will be all over the place. Sometimes they will be good and sometimes they will be bad, but rather look at the cross of Jesus Christ. That is what the Apostle Paul is saying.